Man, the world of The Witcher is fucking brutal and annoying.
When we're done with you, you'll be a lump of whimpering meat. Elf! Kill the non-human.
Hey, could you do the thing? Don't do the thing with the raping and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill you guys. You see, I just killed a dragon. So you're kind of fucked in that regard. Uh-oh, I accidentally put away my sword. You know what, we're here, I might as well level up. 5 talents, holy shit. What can I equip? Might as well. And then a mutagen if I have any. Nope, don't have any on me. Might as well go down a couple of paths. I mean, we've reached the end of the game, but whatever, right? Yeah, we'll save it. Dwarvith? What are you doing? Stop being in the corner of the room!
Beasts! Bloody sons of bitches!
Will you be all right?
Yes, thank you. Leave me.
What happened here?
When the summit ended, we hid in one of the houses, but they found us. They cut off both my sister's hands so she wouldn't cast spells, but I managed to escape. They caught me here.
Let's go, Gwynblade. This is madness. Lochmuin has changed. That's what it looks like now.
That's a shame. So you look decent enough. Not amazing, but decent. Ugh. Wow. That's fantastic.
I think I heard something.
Imperial troops. Long live the Emperor!
Get throwing knives? I'm good. Long live the Emperor! Ah, I love the freezing capabilities of this weapon.
Die, Northling!
Finish your story.
I managed to sneak into the Nilfgaardian camp. It was relatively quiet there. Then I saw Letho leading Triss out.
They let him go?
No one dared stop him. I followed him. I think he noticed me, but didn't seem to care. Once the fighting died down, he went to the former Temerian camp.
Is Triss all right?
Yes. Letho defended her from marauders.
Well, at least there's that. I guess Letho figured he owed me. No, wait, no, he said we were even last time. Bastard. We're probably gonna have to fight him next, aren't we? Alright. What could I equip that will help me in the battle? Man, it's a shame I have so many things already upgraded. Now I don't know what I want. So we'll just go for the obligatory random ones. Oh, damage from daggers. We'll save the game too. Let me in, damn it! Thank you. Jesus Christ, you had to fucking stack them up in a big ass... Man. You can't like anybody in this fucking game. Well, you can't like any of the sides at least. Hey, Letho. Ugh.
Stop, Yorvith. I'm going alone.
Why?
This is between the two of us. Take care of Triss until I return.
Your choice.
Mine, indeed. There's one more thing you need to know. Nilfgaard's armies have crossed the Yaruga. War is inevitable.
Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't get killed.
Farewell, Yorvith. If I don't return within the hour, find Saskia and leave without me. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
It's time to end this. Yorvith's waiting. I'll catch up with you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
I probably should have taken the opportunity to take some potions, just in case. Ah, well, we're gonna be having a long talk.
Took you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her.
Oh well.
A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first... vodka?
Sure.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Uh-huh. And that's how come you were part of the hunt.
With me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
Nah, I chased you for many reasons.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Sarret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the Northern Kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire.
She was when I left.
Okay. What about the Riders of the Hunt?
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
Aliens!
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
Aliens! From Dimension! Yeah.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Wait. I'm still curious about the assassinations. Oh boy, holy shit, there's a lot of it. Wow, there's so much fucking exposition.
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila. Killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Everyone is just... wow, okay. Everyone was trying to kill everyone! Politics. I'm not interested in a lot of these other ones.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorvith?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorvith, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorvith. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember.
Let's see. You should have lots of looking for you from the one hut. Why'd you become an Imperial spy? Why'd you wait for me? That's the last one I'm interested in.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. That's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
No, Letho, unfortunately, I can't let you walk. You are a murderer. You killed kings. And then you had it blamed on me, which, you know, that kind of sucked. And then we had a very annoying fight. And since then, you could say I've gotten better. Let's try this one more time.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be.
I don't care if he saved my girl, he also fucked up everything else!
Stop whining. Fight.
Let's fight, Letho!
You're almost dead.
I said fight.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just waiting for you to get rid of your Quen. Again, really? Woo! Not this time, Letho! He's a good man, GaLm. Yeah, that's why he murdered kings and set the entire nation ablaze.
The wolf has teeth.
Look at this!
I'm better. I can tell already. Of course you can. You tire quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
Ow, shit. Not this time.
I don't want to kill you. You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm the Kingslayer.
I think you'll be surprised as to what I can do with some sheer determination. Damn it! Alright, I'll wait. Psych, waiting's over. You know what I need to do? Let's apply some oil onto my weapon. Right? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Do-do-do-do-do.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
What? What are you gonna do, huh? Ooh, knock me in my ass! I can do the same thing to you! Damn his odd! And knife throw! Oh, I was hoping that would kill him. Come on, pal, what are you gonna do? Poof! Shit! We fucking arted each other. The next hit will be your last, Letho. Goodbye! Oh, god damn it! Are you serious, Geralt? Oh, there you go, nice! I mean, besides the fact that that looked weird, but nice. And then the blood is magically gone for Geralt's face. He cleans up quick. Are you fucking kidding me? A ladybug? Dude, that's a huge-ass ladybug.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter. Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwin and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds. Flotsam became a military base. Its civilian population was resettled. In Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom. Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order. Dark clouds had been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwin divided it between them. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwin would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the day seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in a lapse of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
View the credits to see the game ending. What? Or do you mean see it again? Oh, man. Let's see if I can skip this. Nope, can't skip the credits. Alright, well, I guess that means we gotta do the end credit sloppy review thing. Okay, alright. So, Witcher 2. That was actually, I was surprised that we finished it today. I thought it was gonna be another day of playing, but I guess not. We were able to reach the end today. Yeah, that was pretty solid. The end chapter felt weird in comparison to the rest of the other chapters. Chapter 1 felt like this build-up of, you know, you kind of expanding yourself and hoping to get better at the combat, facing the big-ass boss, and then moving on to some big shit. And then Chapter 2 was like this escalation of war, and you do this war thing, and then the big plot twist like, oh shit, Saskia's doing this thing, and oh no, the mages are really big traitors. And then Chapter 3 was just like this big falling action. Even though there was like, you know, some big shit that happened in Chapter 3, it didn't feel like a massive, you know, it didn't really feel like there was a build up to it. It was just kind of like, oh shit, well, there's the dragon, it just started a fire, now there's war, shit. Okay. And there's Letho, and you either let him go or you kill him. And I'm sure if you let him go, it's a nicer thing, because, you know, you're not a murderer, but I killed him, that was my choice. Half the chat was screaming, oh, you gotta let him go, he's a good guy! But I made my choice for this. And the chat influenced so many other things, but this time, nope. I made that choice. But, it was a pretty decent game. By pretty decent, I guess if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 8 out of 10. Fantastic visuals. I think it had pretty solid voice acting. Some people were like, oh, voice acting's so bad. I liked it. It was pretty solid in comparison to some other things. It was this really broad story, and there was a lot of talking. The only problem I had was definitely, like, the combat system. Eventually I got better with it, but at the beginning it was just kind of this really big, and even towards the end you could still see the moments where, like, oh, the enemy's blocking my hands, and I gotta fucking do all these things just to get around and damage them, and so hopefully we'll see what happens with The Witcher 3. From what I've seen already, you know, visually it still looks fantastic, and hopefully there'll be better combat in it. We'll see what happens. I think it's supposed to be like this supreme climax, so yeah. If it was better in terms of, if the combat was better, a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more fun, that'd be pretty cool. And I wish, and hopefully in the next game, the story moments feel more like an actual, like, you know, everything was so spread out in Chapter 3. The Chapter 3 kind of killed the game. Or at least, like, killed the ramping up of stuff happening. Like, oh shit, so many things happen, and oh, well, Philippa just escaped. Oh, the armies just killed each other. Oh boy. But I guess in the end, that's also kind of a plus, you know? It's never it's not a big happy ending of, and then the armies got along and everybody united and became nice. No, it's, well, now the mages are getting all hunted and burned on stakes, even if they had nothing to do with the Lodge of Sorcerers and Sorceresses. Fucking all the big asshole kings are now working together to make this real big asshole region. Oh boy. So I guess there's always that as a plus. It was definitely different. Now, oh, well, pressing escape on the PC keyboard changed it. That thing's gonna die. No? Okay. Ooh, dinner. Well, never mind, it did die. Uh-oh. Jump into the river, you fool! Oh, he's still alive. Well, that's good for him. Well, there's the invasion force, I suppose. Holy shit. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Oh! Okay. I guess that's the finishing ramp up of action. Of like, oh, well, The Witcher 2, now things are gonna go bad in The Witcher 3. Oh, boy.